I want you to think about this. If we preach kind of a message that says that if you just pray and you say yes to Jesus, that'll be enough, right? That'll be enough. You just say yes to Jesus, Jesus will be enough. In that sense, if Jesus is enough, why are so many Christians unhappy? If Jesus is enough, why are so many marriages failing? If Jesus is enough, why are so many churches dying? If Jesus is enough, why can you walk into places of worship where hate is espoused more than love and condemnation is more the messaging than a conclusion that grace is able to save? Have you ever thought about that? If Jesus is enough? Now, you might be saying, oh my gosh, what is he saying? Is he saying that Jesus isn't enough? I'm glad you asked. What I'm saying is that when you accept Christ, the Bible is very clear, you have as much Jesus as you are ever going to have. So the question is not how much Jesus do you have. I think that the magnifying glass gets turned around and how much of you does Jesus have? If you want to know why there are so many believers that are unhappy, unsatisfied, so many marriages that are struggling, I would say that they can be a believer and at the same time not be surrendered to Jesus Christ. See, the information isn't enough. It's your interaction with the information. Have you invited God into the process? And then has the information led to transformation? Because if Sunday is all about gathering information, more Bible trivia, oh, that was a good point. Oh, I never had thought about that. But it never leads to your life being transformed, then you're missing the point of the exercise. Paul is saying to you this morning, you could be a believer, but living your life to an unknown God. But we could change all of that this morning. If you want to find the contentment that's eluded you all of your life, if you've tried everything that this world has to offer, and yet you haven't found an answer, I mean an answer that is able to bear life's strongest punch, that is able to stand up underneath the weight of the most stringent analysis. I'm going to tell you, there is one answer in this world, and his name is Jesus Christ. He is the only answer that you'll ever find that will satisfy the deepest parts of your soul. But after you say yes to Jesus, that is not the end. That is only the beginning. And if you don't feed it, if you don't read, if you don't pray, if you don't get yourself into biblical community, that fire that once burned so bright, you start hearing people say, well, I don't feel it like I used to, right? Like, oh, but when I got saved, I felt like this, and now I don't feel it. And then they might even go to the point where they question, like, well, did I ever really experience anything anyway? Because now I'm not feeling it anymore. Well, I would just say to you that you can have Jesus on the inside, but the sin becomes darkness around that light. And he says, woe be to the person when that darkness has become, or that light has become darkness inside of them, because they've allowed it to be clouded by the things of this world.